Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jaguars very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, McKinley. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the number one thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
On 2nd down now, McKinley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, right back to ETN. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The Jaguars at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Hey, kill. Take right open.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now inside the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll run with ETN. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Gun. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Big 13 heavy.
They'll send Kirk in motion right.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Brian Johnson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Red on red. Hey, Jupiter.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back there and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. Don't worry about your hands, though. No. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Palmer going to go in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Again, Herbert able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on first down. McKinley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. And what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Herbert going to change the play here.
On 2nd and inches. Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
Herbert throwing again. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled. He wasn't real thrilled with that.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
They go play action with Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
Touchdown!
Brenton Strange,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jags continue to pull away here in this first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Johnson for the extra point try.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Caught by Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Here's Herbert. He's got the connection left side to Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go.
McKinley, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Third down and 10. Herbert back to the air. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Waddle now to return it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been great. We'll see if they try to fix anything. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Go, go. Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's into space past the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
23.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Easy. Take right open. Hey, I'm gun.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And the route is on here in this first half.
Next to score, Jaguars 35, Chargers nothing. Looking good. The kickoff for the Jaguars.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making...
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
30 left.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. That is caught. Oh, some strong running. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Herbert off of play action. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. McKinley, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
11.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Go. Sink right.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
They'll drop this one off with ETN.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
30 left. Hey, kill.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. ETN up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8.
30 left. Here we go, sir.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, kill. 11. Silver.
Here's Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11. Let's go, 52.
On play action, Lawrence.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm gun.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
All right, here we go. Son. Hey, kill.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Right open.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Johnson for the extra point try.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Here's Bigsby.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, Lion.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And Bigsby once more.
Down right around the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Take right open. Here we go.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Great job. Here we go, son.
A run here with Bigsby. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
All right, let's go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Silver.
A give to Etienne running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now for the PAT, here's Johnson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, Chargers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKinley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a